So normally I wouldn't edit my videos, but I'm actually going to break that rule today, and I will be editing a lot out of this.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome.
Facts.
Because
that's actually facts.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm spitting crazy though.
Like so we've
I
sat
can
here.
even see my spit in the air. This shit, it's like bubbles. No, I was just making a joke, bro. You making me feel like I'm weird right now.
All right, so Ryan Garcia, who seems to be the talk of the town at the moment, for basically just turning into a complete and utter lunatic online. I can't really pinpoint when this started. I think the first thing I really saw about it was when he went on Ariel Helwani. He looked like he was shit-faced, or he acted like he was shit-faced that whole interview. That's when I started paying attention to it, and since then, man, it's just been absolutely mental. The things he's posting online, the amount of videos that are coming out, basically breaking down his behavior and how much it's changed.
What the fuck happens to your voice?
You know, I want to clarify some
Stop
things.
the coke, nigga. It's fucking up your voice.
I don't do cocaine. I would do a live drug test.
What do you do?
I would do a live drug test.
I watch you walk in the room now.
I didn't know what you were doing just now. You was just like, I was like, what the fuck, right? Damn.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't followed Ryan Garcia's career that closely, but when you go back and look at his interviews from just a year or two ago, it's completely different to now. And I know a lot of people have broken this down, and to be completely honest, I was like, I had a video for this like half done already, and then as soon as you start thinking about putting out a video about this, something else happens and you're like, well, now this video is irrelevant because now this has happened. And I also don't know where I sit on this. There's been a lot of people talking about Ryan Garcia is mentally unwell, he's going through a manic episode, or Ryan Garcia is clearly having a meltdown due to drugs and alcohol. Both of those seem very plausible to me. And then there's a lot of people that are saying, hang on, he's getting persecuted for telling the truth. He's talking about a lot of what some people might call conspiracies. I don't know, man. Like, it's tough because I think a lot of the stuff he's talking about could quite possibly be true. There's definitely portions of what he's saying that I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. I think this is absolutely correct. There is a lot of evil shit going on in the world. There is a lot of people doing nasty, nasty things and mind control and manipulation. Problem isn't necessarily the message, it's the messenger. He keeps jumping on Twitter and posting this wild shit and making huge accusations and saying that he has proof and then not providing any proof at all. So instantly that's a red flag. You're like, well, okay, I want to believe you in what you're saying. And like, he said something happened to him, which is really disturbing. He says he has proof and then he doesn't provide any proof. He says a lot of things are going on that he has proof for, and he goes on these big rants. Nothing really seems to happen, and it's super annoying because once someone starts doing that a lot and they keep doing that, then you stop paying attention because you're like, okay, man, like you've said this before. You said this yesterday and you didn't have any proof. You said you had proof. You didn't provide anything. Like, it's hard to believe you, man. I want to believe you, but it's hard to believe you. So his recent interview he did with Bobbi Altoff on what's the podcast called? The Really Good Podcast, I think sums up Ryan Garcia's personality and his headspace to a T. I don't know when this was filmed. It was filmed in Vegas, I know that. And it only came out a few days ago, like maybe a week ago. But the way podcasts work these days, who knows? It could have been filmed a month ago. It could have been filmed whenever. We have no idea when this was filmed. This to me sums up everything about Ryan Garcia and where he is right now and his mental state, and really just kind of like what his personality is like, because this is a 30-minute, basically unedited video of Ryan Garcia sitting down with Bobbi Altoff. Also, by the way, there's probably a lot of you who have no idea who Bobbi Altoff is. I'm sure most of you would have seen her around. She's this, I guess, podcaster who just came onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's been a lot of talk about her being like an industry plant. Maybe she has ties to people in high places, powerful people who gave her some financial backing, and she's been able to secure interviews with really famous people. Like, I think like her third or fourth interview is with Drake, which is insane. Like, no one gets to do that. Anyway, her whole premise of her podcast is that there's a lot of like awkwardness, and that's intentional. She's kind of a comedic podcaster. It's not serious. She interviews a lot of people in the music industry and comedians. I've only watched 3 of her episodes. I watched the one with Andrew Santino, which was fucking hilarious. Then she did one with Bobby Lee, which was pretty funny. And she did one with Shaq. They're the only 3 I've ever watched. Anyway, she does an interview with Ryan Garcia, and pretty much start to finish, he is just super awkward. The best way I can put it is, obviously being on certain substances can make you seem like you have ADHD. It's one or the other. I'm guessing it's probably the latter. He can't seem to stay on one subject more than a minute. Not even a minute, like 30 seconds. He just keeps jumping from one subject to another. He's kind of acting like a 12-year-old boy. He makes her seem uncomfortable. And this is the thing you got to understand. Like, her whole thing is like awkward silences. And the more uncomfortable the interview, kind of the funnier it is. But this is like a whole new level. This is completely different. They're not playing off each other. He's just genuinely being a fucking weirdo. I'll play some of the podcast and see what you guys think.
All right, ask the question. Can you ask the question?
Can I introduce you?
Yeah, facts. All right, whatever.
Not facts. You're not really letting me.
Okay, go.
Hi, guys.
Go ahead.
Hi, guys. Thank you so
Bro, Jimmy Fallon is mad right now.
Why?
All right, go.
It's like, you know how you hear about guys negging on chicks? That's kind of what he's doing right here. And I feel like he has a massive heart-on for Bobbi Altoff, and he just doesn't know how to act, which is weird because Ryan Garcia is like a good-looking dude who's a fucking professional boxer who could beat the shit out of most people. I'm sure he gets a lot of women, but this is how he acts. It's fucking strange.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Go, please, please.
I'm trying.
Bro, you're taking so long. It's annoying me. Your brother's the best, though.
Oh, thank you.
He has a nice hat on.
It's like just a regular black hat.
Now you're a hater of your own brother. Okay.
All right. Well,
yeah, we know that.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Really Good Podcast with your host, Bobbi Altoff. Today I'm sitting here with
RG3. RG8. I don't know. I like the number 8. My birthday's 8/98. That's why I said it, bro. What are you talking about?
Sounds like you're like the 8th.
I don't mean to call you bro. I like you, but like not like that.
He keeps interrupting her like every 2 seconds and then laughing, and she's just like, what's even funny? Like, what's going on?
We're really making progress. I've really gotten to know you today.
Let's go. Ask something that comes first thing in your mind.
Okay.
I have no deodorant on.
I can tell.
Yo, hit us in third. Where's Suki at, magician?
I don't know.
Where's the magician at?
Let's just be honest. The guy is probably 5 or 6 drinks deep, and he probably had a massive line right before this, and that's why he's acting this way.
I feel like...
Are you gonna edit this? Can you?
No, we don't make cuts. It's been like, I think 45 minutes and we haven't even started.
You said what? You like Starbucks?
It's been 45 minutes and we haven't started.
Oh, I thought you like Starbucks. That's weird.
That's like not even close to what I said.
Okay, my bad. No, I was just making a joke. Bro, you making me feel like I'm weird right now. I'm actually feeling really uncomfortable. That's your job?
That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I think you're doing that all on your own.
Well, maybe I'm self-sabotaging, but you're really...
You 100% are.
The energy ain't it.
What would you like me to do?
You're not giving anything.
I don't think you even know what you're saying.
I do. Bro, you uncultured. Like, bro, relax. I'm just kidding.
Lexi, do you know this song? But you just said something about a baby, and then you didn't.
Yeah, she's saying my baby, but I'm choking her, basically, like, you fucking...
Oh, God, that's...
Come on now, I'm not a baby, homeboy. See me in the bed sheets. I'm just kidding, it's a joke. Bro.
My brother is like in here, so...
Not you!
I know that, but you don't have to watch what you're saying!
Woman.
Watch what you're saying!
What is he talking about there? He keeps telling her to relax and like, this dude's fucking blasted out of his mind. Clearly.
So normally I wouldn't edit my videos, but I'm actually going to break that rule today, and I will be editing a lot out of this.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome.
Facts.
Because
that's actually facts.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm spinning crazy though.
Like, so we've
I
sat
can
here.
even see my spin in air. This shit, it's like bubbles.
I've never laughed, but it's not like because you're being funny.
I'm just kidding. Go.
It's because I'm scared.
What is this?
Can you focus?
I am focused.
I want to.
Acorn.
Bottom line, I don't know when this video was filmed, if it's recent. But like, yeah, see, this is the second comment here. Ryan's like that teenager that gets around girls and doesn't know how to act. That's exactly what he's like, which is weird because you have to assume that Ryan Garcia has been around a lot of women. He's a young, good-looking, rich athlete. Like, this guy's been around a lot of women. How does he not know how to act around women? Drugs or a mental breakdown that he's sort of trying to conceal from everybody. And I'm not saying that to hang shit on Ryan Garcia. If that's the case, I don't find that to be funny at all. I think he needs to get help. I think he needs to detox. I think he needs his family around him to just be like, hey dude, like, what's happening is not good for your career. This isn't good for his career. As much as people want to debate whether or not this is just a marketing ploy and he's trying to sell the fight, that's not going to work. If he loses the fight and acts like a complete lunatic, I just don't see this being a good move for his career. Like, you can get attention other ways. I don't think this is a troll job. I think this is just him actually going through some shit. And apparently his mum and dad are really close to him and they manage him, and they should probably be the ones stepping in and being like, cut out the social media bullshit. You don't need it. You've built up an audience already. Like, have someone come in and handle your social media for you. Just have an assistant. That doesn't mean they get to speak on your behalf. It just means they come up with things that you should post. You approve it. Just don't be fucking sitting in your penthouse hotel room at 3 a.m, high as a fucking kite, tweeting crazy shit, because it's been going on for weeks now and nothing seems to be happening. There was an announcement that they were going to do like a mental evaluation for him before the fight, and he seemed to think that that was them targeting him for what he was saying. And as I said at the start of the video, it's not about the message. Like, a lot of the things you're saying could very well be legit and true. It's the messenger. It's the way you're acting while you're doing this. And like the Instagram video of you seemingly getting chased around your apartment and saying that you're about to die. The one where you're sitting in what looks like a police interrogation room or something, saying that they've taken access to your social media and your bank accounts, yet you're still posting on social media. It's just, the whole thing's weird. The way he's acting in this video doesn't, to me, seem like the real Ryan Garcia. And to be honest, I got a lot of sympathy for him. He's 25. Like, when I was 25, I didn't act much better than this either. He's a kid and he's got a lot of money, he's got a lot of fame, and I think he has people around him that really aren't telling him the truth and being like, hey bro, like, we got to fix this. Let's get you in a good headspace. No more booze, no more drugs, no more whatever it is that's causing this shit. No more interviews. You can keep doing social media, but I think you need to be smarter about it. But that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And if you're new here and you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe.